Before children, I remember getting to the end of the day and it'd be like 5 or 6 o'clock and having the thought, oh, I'm kind of hungry. I should probably cook something. And then it would be like 7, 8 o'clock before we were eating dinner. And I don't know how I functioned doing that, but I did. Fast forward to now that I have children, I could never do that. They're in bed by 7:30, 8:30 at the latest. And so if we're eating by 7 and my children eat like sloths, we would not be in bed until 10 p.m. Now I have to meal plan in advance. And now that I think about it, I don't know how I grocery shopped before because I don't think I really meal planned ever. So I don't know what I was buying at the grocery store as a 22-year-old newlywed. But now I meal plan a week in advance, and it does not have to be hard. So I remember seeing a video of a woman who showed this binder that she had of all of her recipes, and every single week was a, or every single day was a different theme, whether that was like, all I can think of is Mexican themed, Mexican Monday or Taco Tuesday, Pasta Wednesday. I don't know what she had, but every day was themed. She would just, when she meal planned, she would flip through her binder of laminated recipes and she would just pick what she wanted to have each day of the week. And then she would have all of the ingredients listed on those recipes. And I saw that and I was like, that is amazing. I'm going to do that. And then it sat in my brain for like 6 months, looming over me like, Paige, make your list, laminate it, go be like this woman. And then one day I just decided that that is so good for her. And that is not going to work for me. Think about what works in your stage of life and go from there. So, the first thing that you need to do is you need to get it all down in one place. I'll admit I'm still kind of bad at this. I have some recipes in a box, some recipes saved on my phone, and then some recipes are just in my head. I don't need a recipe written down for it. But what's helpful about writing it down is that when I sit down to meal plan, I'm not thinking, oh God, what am I going to eat? I have no idea. And then I sit there for 5 minutes thinking about it and then pull up my list of things. So if you just have your list of go tos from the get go a lot faster when you sit down to meal plan. So now that you have all of your recipes written down, whether that's on a sticky note, in a binder with laminated recipes, write them down wherever that is. Set aside the same time every single week to meal plan. I prefer Sundays. Following that, think about the best days for shopping. It might fluctuate weekly, but if you can, make it consistent so that it's not one week and then a week and a half until the next time that you can grocery shop. So then you have to squeeze in a couple of things, like go get some eggs before your next big haul. If you can, try to be consistent about when you're grocery shopping. This is my system mostly. So, this is where I write all of my meals. This is our family calendar. It's not super pretty. It's kind of in the corner of our kitchen. So, when people come over, they just like see our calendar with everything on it, which I don't love. Sometimes my mother in law comes in and she'll just come in and she'll just stare at it. And she'll be like, "What's this? What's that?" So it's not a great system, but it works really well for us for the day to day. And so the thing that works the best on here is our meals. Use different color markers for different color things, but it never really coordinates. I try like to make it work like this color is for me, that color is for my husband, this color is for family events. And that really only works like 3 out of the 12 months of the year. After that, it's just like I'm picking up random colors and writing things on the board, except for food. Food is always red. I don't know why. Marketing apparently says that red makes people hungry, and so that's why like McDonald's and all the fast food restaurants are red. Not anymore because they're all going gray. But Every single week, I stand up here and I say, what am I doing this week and what can I handle? This week, I maybe went a little ambitious, and Monday, which is today, I said I was making sweet and sour chicken, and that is like one of my hardest meals to make, but my whole family loves it. So we'll see if I get that done after I get done recording this. Turkey tenderloin is something that I do on an easy day. Wednesdays are when we go to church. So on Wednesday night, at we have to leave the house. If we want to leave to get to church on time, we have to leave at 5:15, and it's just a really inconvenient time. What we've started to do is leave the house around 4:30, 4:45. I will have dinner ready and packed, and we will eat it at a picnic bench outside, and that can be really hard to do. So I always pick something easy. So quesadillas were last week. They travel really easy. This week is grilled sandwiches because I'm bougie and I like to grill my sandwiches always, almost. And then Thursday, we really don't have a lot going on, but Thursday is when my kids are at my mom's house mostly, and pickup is hard with dinner. Coordinating pickup and cooking, I don't know how people do that every single day. If I had to pick my kids up at 4:50, if I had got off of work and then had to pick my kids up at elementary schools, get out at like 3:50, pick them up at 3:50, bring them home, and then have to cook dinner, God bless all of your souls. So put that in your brain for like meal planning. What are you going to do? Because I am sure that is a huge reason why people eat out all the time, because that is, I'm not, that's hard. That's a hard thing to do. So Thursdays, I typically have recently realized I need to be doing something easy or getting dinner done before pickup. Friday night is just like a fun movie night at the park, and so we're going to do a picnic. I'm going to do like a charcuterie board, and we're just going to make it easy. And then I actually do plan on eating at people's houses. I don't know if we're going to eat at my in-laws house, but the plan is to leftovers. I used to just do 3 days a week, and then we would do leftovers throughout the week. You'll also notice that I don't meal plan breakfast or lunch. I'm good at throwing those together or using leftovers as a lunch. Evaluate your life. So, are you somebody that has to get up and like sprint out the door? You might need to meal plan and then meal prep breakfast so that you're starting your day out well. Or also, are you somebody that works all day long? And like out of the home. I work inside of my home, and so I can just open up the fridge and make something. Do you not want to buy out so much? Do you need to save money? Do you need to be packing lunch? Do that the night before. Meal prep for a day for all of your lunches throughout the week. But figure out what you need and figure out the system that you want to use. I don't like to clutter up our digital calendar with food. Also, I just won't use it. It's so much easier for me to just glance at the calendar and then go into the kitchen. And it doesn't have to be pretty. Pretty doesn't mean you'll use it. Pretty is nice, but if you're not going to use it, it's not worth it. I think about this with my systems all the time. You know, you walk down the planning aisle, the office aisle at like Walmart or Target or wherever you shop, and everything is so pretty. You're like, oh, this planner is gorgeous. I will use this because it's so pretty. No, you won't. You're not a planner user. You're not going to use it, even if it's pretty. Find something that you're going to use. Are you a physical person? Do you need an actual board that's in your face and colorful and you can't look away from? It might be helpful to do it this way. Think about yourself and what systems will work for you. So now you know what your meals will be. Write your grocery list out now. I prefer to use paper. It's easier for me to not have to navigate my phone while I'm in the store. I can just have a little sheet of paper and I'm just walking around the store staying uber focused on what I need to do to get out, because if I am going into the store, I am bringing children with me 9 times out of 10, probably 10 times out of 10. I'm bringing a child or three. The problem is I've forgotten it before, and if I go anywhere, my phone is with me. So it's a balance. Sometimes I use my phone. I like the little cross off option on the iPhone notes with the little check marks. So that's nice, but figure out what you want to do, write it out. After I have created my list of ingredients for my dinners, I move on to my staples and my snacks. What are you going to be eating throughout the week that you're going to need to just grab and go? What's going to be the fillers for your lunch? We use chips and like kettle chips and hummus and whatever it is. Think about it, write it down, put it on your list. So now you need to go shopping. I have recently fallen in love with pickup. So Aldi pickup, Walmart pickup, Sam's pickup. Actually, I've never done Walmart pickup, but Sam's and Aldi pickup. It's just so convenient. It keeps me from buying things while I'm walking through the store that I don't need. It might actually be advantageous to just spend a couple extra dollars on pickup and not the 20 extra dollars that you spent in what we call the aisle of shame at Aldi that just gets me every single time I walk through it. I don't need another container, but Aldi has the perfect one, so it's going in my cart. I hope this helped motivate you to go out and try meal planning, to go out and make homemade food, to save a little bit of money, to sit down and laugh with your family. If it did, I would love it if you liked this video and subscribed so we can meet again some other time.